Hey everyone, it's Ace. Welcome back to another video. Delta Force leaks for Season 2 are coming out left and right, and today we're gonna discuss some of them in my video. If you wanna find out which those are, leave a like and subscribe, and let's get into it. First, cat out of the bag, the new operator that's coming to Delta Force seems to be a shield operator. I guess Delta Force's version of Dozer question mark. And we're gonna go through some of his abilities that I managed to dig up online and discuss what those might mean for Delta Force. So first, it says his name is Alexei Petrov, seems to be a Russian operator, and he comes with explosion-proof suit. Now, I'm not sure if this is a translation mistake or does he really have a suit, because as we can see on the image right now, he actually has a shield and just regular tactical gear, so let's assume that's translation error. So we're gonna go with explosion-proof shield, and it says equipped with a heavy explosion shield and full body sense. I'm not sure what full body sense means, but it goes more into detail, greatly reducing all damage received. I will assume that this just means frontal damage when you're holding the shield rather than all damage received. Sounds ridiculous. The observation window of the explosion-proof shield can be destroyed. Okay, so then we know they're talking about the shield, which means you can shoot the glass out of the shield. If I'm not mistaken, I think you could do this in Battlefield 4 versus those riot shields there. You could just shoot them off with the Desert Eagle and then kill the guy. So if that's the case, then I guess it's gonna be a little bit less annoying. It also says the explosion-proof fat attack can knock down the enemy or knock back the throw. That's the translation. As with the shield, you have a melee attack which will probably, if I had to guess, one-shot your opponents, and then you'll have a heavy attack which will knock people down. So maybe you can charge in like some rhinoceros and knock people down. Perhaps we're gonna have to see how that works. And then on top of that, it says that he has a multi-functioning grappling gun. I'm not sure if this is gonna work like McKay, or it's gonna be a grappling gun where you can hook people towards you. Might be kind of funny and produce interesting clips. It says here, fire the grappling gun, pull back the enemy, fallen teammates or equipment boxes after hitting. The rope of the grappling gun can be destroyed. Fire the grappling gun directly in the direction of the crosshairs. So that's like the main function of the gun. And then we have a so-called long press, and I'm guessing that's gonna be the alternate fire. It says, wait for a certain period of time to enter the locked state and fire the grappling gun in the direction of the lock. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to see how this grappling gun works in function, but if he can grapple to high grounds like McKay can in Battlefield 2042, that's gonna be crazy strong, because, you know, if you can get onto those high grounds with him and then charge people off the rooftop, it could be quite beneficial in some maps. I think maybe Crack comes to mind, the second sector, the B1, B2 sector, where you can charge up and just maybe charge the grapple hook, go up the rooftop and knock everybody down. Who knows, maybe it might produce some funny clips as well. And then it says that he also has Ray barbed wire grenade. So he says after landing, a razor barbed wire is generated. And I guess they mean after landing, after you have thrown the grenade, he creates barbed wire. It says the barbed wire will slow people and apply some type of a bleed if people pass through them. Okay, you know what, I'll give Delta Force this. I think their grenades have been solid. My complaint with the grenades of Delta Force was that you cannot pick which ones you have. So as engineer, for example, you cannot have smoke. But I'll give them that, for example, Ulura's grenade, the incendiary grenade, which is extremely strong, is nice to have. It's quite unique to him. And then now we have a barbed wire grenade from this new operator, which I guess is going to be unique to him. They're doing well with the grenades, in my opinion. And then we have his passive rear protection. Now, before I get into this, I just want to point out that I think this is a bad idea. So it says when the explosion-proof shield is not used, it will be hung on the back of the character to resist bullet shots from the back. Now that's terrible. There's nothing worse for me in games like Call of Duty and other games that have had riot shields in the past, that it passively blocks all damage from the back. That sucks. I'm guessing you're gonna maybe able to shoot his heels, his Achilles tendon KW or something, but that's a bad idea. And if I had to put my 2 cents here, I would guess they're gonna nerf this really fast, because it's gonna be really annoying. The next piece of content that's coming is thermal scopes. Now I'm gonna disclaim it right now, I couldn't find any more information whether the scopes are coming only to operations or only to warfare mode, so it could be that they're only just in one and not the other, or they're in both. In any case, here they are. They seem to come in different magnifications, and they have all different type of image rendering. We can see that most of them look exactly the same, except the third one, which has purple-pink coloring, and then the fourth one, which seems to have higher magnification. My only concern with these is the fact that you may be able to see through smoke with them, which would be horrible, because smoke, unfortunately, is the only way we can actually really push in Delta Force. And if people are gonna sit on a head glitch from 100 meters away in this game. As we are aware, there's no spread, and then they can also see you through smoke and beam you with SMGs, with thermal scopes. I think that would be really, really bad for Delta Force, in my humble opinion. On top of that, imagine that you then have no reason to use any other scopes, because thermal scopes can see through smoke, greatly, in my opinion, hurting the great customization and gun bench that we have in Delta Force. One of the best things about Delta Force. But if we are locked into certain attachments, and I know that they are locked into certain attachments, you want to have, the vertical camera reducing barrel, or the stabilizer, whatever it's called, the muzzle thingy, and certain foregrips are meta, I'm aware. But for the scopes, so far we could at least pick scopes we liked, and with those that are coming now would basically mean that we are locked into them if they can see through smoke. If they cannot see through smoke, then it's going to be more personal preference. I personally always hated these scopes in Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 2042, didn't like using them, and in Battlefield 2042 you couldn't see through smoke with them. In BF4 you could, but in BF4 we didn't need smoke really to push anywhere. So depending how this come out, it might be whatever, and then it might be, like I said, very criminal, depending how they come out with. The next thing we're getting is the so-called Fortification System for Battlefield 5. If you haven't played Battlefield 5, basically, as a player, you could throw down a couple of sandbags, some wires, some fences, and build your own cover. Or you could reinforce objectives like windows and doors and so on. This is coming now to Delta Force. I have always been a person who really liked the fortification system in Battlefield 5 because I thought it was cool, and it sucks we never saw it again. It's coming now to Delta Force, and I think that's cool. The problem is that in Delta Force, we already have an operator who can build his own cover like Uluru, and honestly, the only way Uluru should use that cover is building his own head glitches, where he can then head glitch you with extremely insane weaponry like the M250 LMG or the the PKM Passion Egg, and kill you in like 3 shots, 4 shots, up to 50 meters. If the fortification system is gonna aid him in making even more head glitches for himself or covering even more angles, the game might go into then a direction of, just building head glitches and sitting around and just head glitching people and beaming them across 100 meters with SMGs, as we're already doing right now. And I think that's a bad thing. So I hope that this fortification system is not going to be full-blown cover, but rather, half walls and so on, not full-blown head glitches. That's what I'm going to say about it. Okay, next in line, changes for the Assault class and the operators Vyron and Devil. They seem to have been nerfed. Vyron added a short delay before using C4 and shortened the jetpack distance. I think Vyron is quite oppressive when you play him on defense and you know how to play him, because you can throw the second C4 while his first magnetic bomb is flying. You can just cue it as it's flying, and it flies half kilometer. The throw distance of that C4 is the largest I have ever seen in any game that used Semtex or C4. It's crazy how far he can throw this. And then it also creates holes and it has destruction. So I think this nerf is fine, as long as it's not an incredible nerf. I think that magnetic bomb was really fucking aged, so it's nice that it's getting some adjustment. But the shortened jetpack distance, that I don't like. I think that was the one cool part about him, having the jetpack distance where he could dash around the corner. If this is significantly shortened and nerfed, that might be quite a problem for Vyron, and I don't see any reason to play him anymore, honestly, because his ultimate is like, okay, it's fun, it can work, but I think it's much worse than the D-Wolf, and if he cannot dash anymore far away and his magnetic bombs are also nerfed, yeah, D-Wolf might take the cake there. And then we have D-Wolf, and they say here, hand cannon and smoke grenade are now fixed to 1. And if by hand cannon, I guess we can assume they mean triple blaster, will now only shoot 1 grenade. Yeah, they're gonna then have to rename the triple blaster to one pump Timmy, yeah, because I don't see a reason why it should be called triple blaster if he shoots 1 grenade. That's pretty heavy nerf for D-Wolf, and then they also nerf his grenade, his smoke grenade to 1. A really heavy D-Wolf nerfs here. When I play D-Wolf, I like that he has 2 smoke grenades, because you can use 1 grenade to rush into cover with the slide, and then you can kill a couple people, and then use the second grenade to either get out, to run back where you came for, or keep pushing further, and with 1 grenade, it's going to be definitely limited in offensive capabilities. So those nerfs for Vyron, the jetpack distance, and a smoke grenade nerf for D-Wolf are definitely impacting more offensive playstyles, and that I definitely don't like. So that's the changes for the assault classes, and I'm gonna have to add something here. I did want to talk about it, but I will mention it. It is kind of scummy that they're now heavily nerfing D-Wolf, which, in my opinion, definitely was not a big problem in this game. Yes, he's annoying with his fucking triple blaster, but the fact we're not seeing Luna nerfs in this patch, guys, and we're seeing a D-Wolf nerf after they've sold a skin that costs up to 150 euro and baited people into buying it and so on. The skin is great, right? But now they're nerfing D-Wolf pretty heavily. It feels really scummy to me, guys, and I really wish they haven't nerfed D-Wolf, at least in that heavy manner. Shit, his nerf compared to Vyron nerfs are quite harsh, I would say. And then the final thing, we have a couple of new weapons. It seems we're getting an LMG, an SMG, and a marksman rifle, so an auto sniper. Those are gonna be the new weapons. And that's basically like the big leaks. There's some other rumors about dolphin diving and stuff, but I'm not gonna go into detail on that because I cannot confirm it. I haven't seen any clips of this dolphin diving movement tech in the game yet. If I see it, I'm gonna make a complete separate video about it. So yeah, those are the changes. I'm gonna have to be honest, guys, other than the fortification system, which I think it's cool if it's implemented correctly, all these changes and a lack of Luna wallhack nerf and some of the other things, still we are not getting adjustments to the engagement distances of guns. No adjustments to SBMM was mentioned anywhere. This patch is kind of crap, I'm gonna have to be honest. I mean, what are we getting? We're getting a shield operator, we're getting possible new head glitch positions with the fortification system. We're getting Vyron and Assault character Devolve nerfed, which are, you know, the offensive operators, meaning that we're gonna go back to playing Stinger and fucking Toxic and camping with them until we cannot use them because maybe the thermal smoke see through smoke. So why the hell would I play Stinger or Toxic when I cannot move anywhere and getting shot through smoke? I really don't like this patch at all, minus the fortification system. This is just my initial skepticism about it. Perhaps they surprise us, but yeah, so far it's looking fucking rough, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment for the algo, and please follow me on Twitter. I customize my Twitter. It's very cool. You can also DM me there if you want to talk about something else. If you have some ideas for a video, let me know. And yeah, I'm gonna peace out here.